Greetings, chess fans! Today I'll be showing you 3 completely insane and dazzling chess puzzles which will make you think that besides being a great intellectual game, chess is art. So without further ado, let's dive in. So the first puzzle I'm going to show you, it's white to move and win. So if you want to try to solve this puzzle, you can pause the video right now, and I'm going to show the solution. So our main priority, our main goal in this position as white is to promote the c7 pawn. So let's see how we do it. We have king b8, threatening to promote the pawn. Black has nothing better to do than to give white a check. We have rook b2. We have king a8, again threatening to promote the pawn. We have rook c2 stopping that, and now we have rook f6, driving the black king away from this pawn. Now, if the king goes to the b file, if we have king b5, then the white king would simply come closer to the pawn, either to a b8 or b7, and the promotion would be unstoppable. Therefore, the king is forced to go to a7, a5. We have king b7 and rook b2. Again, it's the same thing. There's no other way to stop this promotion. We have king a7, rook c2, and rook f5. Again, driving this king further away from the pawn. We'll see why later. By the way, this maneuver is called the Lasker maneuver, named after the world champion, Manuel Lasker. After rook f5, the king has to go to a4. It cannot go to b4 for the same reason as it couldn't go to b5 square. So after king a4, have king b7, threatening to promote. We have rook b2, king a6, rook c2. And in this position, we have rook f4. The pattern is clear. The king cannot go to the b file again. That's why we have king a6. And in this position, we have king b6, threatening to take the c7 pawn. Because if we take the c7 pawn, it would be a distraction. For example, if black does nothing, if he plays king b6, we would have rook c7, rook f2. And if you take this rook, white promotes. And if you don't take this rook, then white will simply go to the 8th rank and promote this, making you sacrifice your rook. So, uh, after rook f5, king b6, black has to do something about this. He gives a check. We have king b2, and now we have king a5. The king has made a great journey from c8 to a5. We have rook c2, the only move to stop promotion. And here the main idea shows its head. We have rook f3. Check. The king has to go to the 7th rank. In this position, it doesn't really matter where it goes. We have king a7, for example, and now we have rook f2. And this was the whole point of what we were doing. Now the rook cannot take this pawn because it's pinned. And if it takes on f2, it relinquishes its control over the c8 square. We would have a promotion, and white is winning. So that was the first puzzle, the Lasker maneuver. We'll go on to the second puzzle. In this puzzle, it's white to move and draw. So if you want to try this puzzle out, you can pause the video right now. And I'm going to show you the solution. Uh, the move right here is knight to f8. If you try to go to f6, trying to stop the pawn, somehow you're going to be way too slow. Okay, this pawn will just promote to have e2, and black would queen the next move, so this doesn't work. So the only move that works is knight to f8. But you might ask yourself why would you put your knight to f8? Well, we'll see the reason very quickly. So after e2, we would have knight to e6. This is the point. We want to promote the queen, and if the bishop takes, let's just promote this black's best move. We have e1 queens. So our idea here is to promote the queen. So we have queen to d8 pawn equals queen. So if black takes this queen in this position, that would be a mistake because we would have a perpetual check. At knight c5, the king is forced to go to b6. We would have knight d7, and the king would have to go back, and we would have a repeating position. These pawns create a perfect wall to trap this king. So this is impossible. Black shouldn't do this. So black tries something else. He thinks to himself, wait, if I take here, I'll be up a queen, but this knight is annoying me because it gives me a perpetual check. So I'll first eliminate this knight. We have queen e6, and now I'm really threatening to take here. If you take my queen, I'll take your queen, and I'm up a full piece. This would be completely winning for black. So after queen e6, now here comes the real jaw dropper. This move is completely insane. I was so amazed by this move when I first saw it. It was incredible. The move is queen takes b6, and you might look like what, what? The idea is very simple actually. So if you take with the pawn, this king is entombed on a6. We would simply take here, and this is a draw. So it's a draw by stalemate. Black has no legal move. So you cannot take with the pawn. If you take with the king, ironically here black would be losing because if after we take on e6, our pawn is unstoppable. Therefore, after queen b6, the only reasonable move is queen takes b6. But now comes the quiet killer. We have king c8, and it turns out that in this position black has no good move. The queen is simply trapped. The queen cannot go to f6, will take. It cannot go to e6, will take. Can go here, can go here. It has no place to go. So the only reasonable move here for black would be queen d6, and that's stalemate. Incredible position. This the just blew my mind the first time I saw it. And now I've saved the best for last. We have this position. So it's again white to move and win. And it seems impossible, right? Black is about to make a new queen, and we're down 30 pawns. So what is white to do here? So stop the video if you want to give it a go, and I'm going to show the solution right now. The move here is queen g3. This move looks insane because you're completely abandoning the protection of these pawns, and you're making this checkmate threat, which seems to be very easily prevented by knight takes c8. So you ask yourself, what was the point of queen g3 if he can just take the knight and protect this mate? Well, now you'll see that after this incredible move, black simply has no answer. So the move here is queen g7, and it just goes to show you how beautiful of a game chess is. So after knight g7, we of course don't take the knight. We play f7, and the promotion here is completely unstoppable. The next move, white will play f8 equals queen and checkmate black's king. There's no stopping this. You can promote with check, have queen c8, but the white king would just simply hide on the c8 square. You can even promote another queen, and now we have king c8, and there's no checks. The position is completely losing. You cannot stop this pawn from promoting. You can give a desperado sacrifice. We'll just take queen check. And again, there's no way to stop this pawn. So a lone pawn beats the entire black army. It's really incredible. So yeah, these were the puzzles. I hope you enjoyed them, and until next time.